Welcome to Elementary Summer Reading Color Our World for July 29th, 2025, Part 1. Henri's Scissors by Jeanette Winter. In a small weaving town in France, a young boy named Henri Emile Benoit Matisse watched his mother paint china. He wanted to paint too. He drew pictures in the sand, and he drew pictures in his school books. When Henri was a young man, he drew pictures in his law books and on contracts, deeds, and wills. Henri was sick in bed with appendicitis one winter. His mother gave him a box of paints, and he painted until he was well. He kept on painting, forgot about law, and left his small town to be an artist in Paris. Henri painted pictures day after day and year after year. He was happy, and his paintings made people happy. But when Matisse was an old man, he fell ill. So ill he couldn't paint, so ill he couldn't sit up, so ill he could only lie in bed and sleep. His paintings floated by in his dreams. Matisse finally opened his eyes, and they were filled with sadness. Now he must remain in bed or use a wheelchair. Would he ever have the energy to paint again? When Matisse was strong enough to travel, he went to the seaside. The sea air might help him get well. Before long, he sat up. A little later, he drew. Then one day, Matisse picked up a pair of scissors and cut out shapes from painted paper. He was drawing with scissors. A pair of scissors is a wonderful instrument. Matisse cut paper all day. His assistants painted paper for him all day. My pleasure in cutting things out grows even greater. Why didn't I think of it earlier? Paper cutouts covered his walls. It seems to me that I am in a second life. One evening, Matisse lay in bed and drew the faces of his grandchildren on the ceiling with a piece of chalk tied to a long pole. As he fell asleep, they looked down on him and saw his dreams. They saw the shapes that surrounded him in sleep. As time went on, Matisse cut bigger and bigger shapes. They filled his seaside room with color. You see, I am obliged to remain often in bed. I have made a little garden all around me where I can walk. There are leaves, fruits, and a bird. I am deeply contented, happy. Then one night, Matisse walked out into his paper garden, and the rainbow of shapes cradled the old artist and carried him into the heavens. Are some of the stars we see at night coming to us from Henri's scissors? Perhaps. Author's note: Henri Matisse was born in Le Cateau-Cambrésis, France, in 1869, and lived most of his life in Paris, where he was the forefront of avant-garde painting. At age 72, Matisse became seriously ill and survived surgery for cancer. His body was frail, but not his spirit. Matisse began anew, with colored paper and a pair of scissors. He died in Nice in 1954. I had only seen reproductions of Matisse's large cutouts until I visited the National Gallery in Washington, D.C. in 2001. When I saw the enormous wall-sized images there, I felt I was inside Matisse's garden, surrounded by his colors and shapes. That experience was the impetus for this book. Most helpful to me as I worked were Matisse's own words, especially those from his correspondence with his old friend, writer André Rouvière, which can be found in Matisse, A Second Life, Hazen 2005, JW. The end. We're going to draw with scissors like Matisse did. What you'll need is your Craft-To-Go kit, which is one very large piece of white paper. It's actually finger paint paper, so it's a little shiny and it's a little bit thin, but we'll be careful. And a bunch of pieces of construction paper. And all you'll need for this is some scissors and a glue stick. And all you're gonna do is you're gonna take your paper and you're gonna cut different shapes out of them. They can be any shape you want. They can be curvy, they can be straight. They can be big, they can be small. So that's my first shape. And I'm gonna make lots of different shapes and I'm gonna glue them onto the paper. And it's a collage, so you can do it any way you want. You can overlap them, you can keep them separated, you can have them coming off the page if you'd like. So do it however you'd like. I'm gonna go ahead and cut out some more paper, and when I come back we'll start gluing it on. Okay, I got 2 shapes out of each color, so I have 12 irregular shapes. And all I need to do now is glue them on. And I'm gonna make mine vertical, so it's gonna be, I guess you would consider it portrait in Microsoft Word. But because of space limitations, I'm gonna glue it horizontally. Or landscape. So all I'm gonna do is put some glue on the back. Try not to get any off the paper because I don't want it to be all sticky. And I'm just gonna place them down as I see fit. You can plan this out ahead of time, or you can just kind of go with the flow. And I might not have room for all of my shapes, so I might just use a few of them. We'll see how it looks, and if it looks good overlapped, then I'll overlap it. And if it doesn't, I won't. So I'm gonna go ahead and finish gluing these on, and then I will show you in the end what it looks like. Okay, this is how mine turned out. I didn't have enough room for another big blue, so I cut that little one in the bottom left corner down. But I think it turned out pretty neat. I hope you like yours too.